This is the day 6 of my 30-day video editing challenge, and in this video I'll be considering the metric color, which contains basic color correction, basic color grading, and how adjustment layer can be applied for color grading. But first off, the metric color is still the same as color tab, and color tab is split into different sections such as the basic correction, the creative, the curves, the color wheels and match, the HSL secondary, and the vignette. And when basic correction is in consideration, it's just like you're fixing something, and color grading simply means you're making it look better. So mostly two things is usually used. Some people actually make use of the color wheels and match, but I believe if you can make use of this basic correction to correct or fix any footage that is extremely exposed or bad or not pleasing to the eyes, and use the creative for the grading, I think you've done noble or justice to the color grading. However, Adobe has custom Lumetri presets for cameras shooting flat footage. I mean the S-Log, the V-Log. Apple now even has their own flat profile, but I think it's only available for iPhone 15 and 14 if my guess is right. And sometimes if you're good at video editing, you can create preset as colorist for people to purchase and use in their footage. So let's fix some parameters to see how the basic correction works and the color grading works. So for the basic correction, let's correct this footage is kind of looking extremely exposed. So the first thing I will need to do first is to increase the contrast. So let's increase the contrast to about, let's say 70%. Then we've gotten it to that extent. Let's bring that the highlight a little. Alright, let's bring the highlight a little. Let's reduce the white to about 40%. 40%. Alright, the white has been brought down, reduced to 40%. If you notice very well, a lot of change is going on there. And if you come to the effect control, then come to the Lumetri here to off the effect, you see that something happens. If we off it, this is how it looks like when we pencil. I think, oh sorry, I did a mistake. I just increasing the white instead of reducing the white rather. So I'll be bringing back the white down to minus 40 rather. Let's say minus 40. So minus 40. So let's off it again. Let's turn it on. Off, on. So you can see that there's a change there. Can you see this? It looks more better. When you turn it off, it looks more exposed. So do you see that? Alright. So I believe it is better this way. Now let's look at how it looks now. It's turned off. It is turned on. Turned off, more exposed. Turned on, more better. So it has been color corrected. So that's what we'll be doing. However, I'm not a colorist. Then let's see if we can adjust it, grade it a little by increasing the vibrance. So if let's take the vibrance to about 10% or 10, 10%. The sharpening, let's increase that as well to about 10%, 10%, and let's see how it looks like. See that the saturation, I believe the saturation is okay. But one thing I like about Adobe Premiere Pro is that since this color grade has been able to work the way I want it to look, even if it is not 100% accurate or 100% better, I can decide to save this Lumetri color as a preset, which I will use in any other footage with this same pattern or background. So I will save this as color grade, color correction, color correction, and color grade. So I'll save this on OK. So since I've saved that, now I will delete it from here. I will delete this effect from here. So I have nothing like any of that. As you can see, it has come back to its actual value or actual look, the way it is looking before we started color correcting and color grading in the first place. So the next thing I will need to do now is to use an adjustment layer. So like I said earlier in the intro of this video, we will be making use of adjustment layer or exploring how adjustment layer can be applied to carry out color grading or color correction. So since I've saved that as a preset, the next thing I will just do is bring in any of this footage I have here. So this is one of the footage, okay. So I'll come here to make sure I set this to this frame size because this footage was shot on 4K. So I'm reducing it back to 1080p. So bringing it back to 1080p, the next thing I need to do is bring in adjustment layer. Then yeah, all of this is in order and correct. Adjustment layer, bring the adjustment layer into this place, then stretch it across the whole of the footage that I have in the sequence. So I already explained what an adjustment layer is in my previous video, which can be used to color grade, color correct, and to carry out some other processes in video editing. So what the essence of we using it here is to color correct and color grade. So if you check here, the same, looking exposed to some extent, not completely good looking. We also check here, not completely good looking. So what we'll just be doing is that since I've saved that color grading as a preset, I'll just go to effect, then go to the preset. This is where I have the color grading. It is either I double click to affect it, undo. If I double click, you realize that it has also affected here as well. Undo, can you see? Or I drag and drop the effect on the whole of the footage. Then the next thing I will just do is render the whole of the clip. Sorry, save that first, then render selection. So this will take some time, then everything will be smooth and okay. So let's wait for while it is done with rendering. Wow. What we'll be considering is animating a title sequence with transitions. Can you see how beautiful it looks? Beautiful. Please. If you enjoy this video, I'm not saying it is a must, but to help the algorithm push it to so many others to also benefit from my learning process, please like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.